Hi, I'm Maggie, and this is Music Theory for Piano Technicians, Part 13, Inversions. Before now, we've talked about intervals, and we know that C to E is a major third. If I take this C and flip it up here and invert this interval to where E is now my root instead of C, we know that this E to this C is a minor sixth. So the inversion of a major third is a minor sixth. If I start on C again and I look at a minor third going to E flat, and I want to invert that, flip it upside down, I'm going to take this C and put it here. We've flipped it upside down, we've inverted it, so the root of the interval is now E flat. We know C to E flat is a minor third, but E flat to C, its inversion, is a major sixth. Let's look at a major second. C to D is a major second. If we take this C and flip it up here and invert the interval and make D our new root, it becomes a minor seventh. If I take a minor second, C to D flat, and I want to flip that upside down and invert it, we're going to invert that by moving our C up an octave. So our minor second inversion is a major seventh. What about a perfect fourth? If I start on C and I go to F, I have a perfect fourth. If I invert that and make F my root, now I have a perfect fifth. And so if I have a C to a G, which is a perfect fifth, and I invert it, G to C is a perfect fourth. And the same is true, we talked about a major third shifting to a minor sixth. Well, if I start with a minor sixth, C to A flat, C to A flat is a minor sixth. The inversion to that, if I move my C up here and make A flat my root, A flat to C is a major third. If I have a major sixth, say C to A, and I invert that and move C up here, making A my root, I now have a minor third. So it works no matter where you start. Let's do it again one more time with sevenths. So if I have a C, if I go from C to B flat, I have a minor seventh. But if I invert it and bring my C up here and make B flat my root, I now have a major second. If I have a major seventh, C to B is a major seventh, and I invert it by flipping C up above B, where B is now my root, I have a minor second. There's some common principles with inversions. Minor always becomes major, major always becomes minor, perfect stays perfect. There are other intervals and other inversions, but these are the ones that we're going to need soon. We're not going to talk about the others for a long time. Unisons become octaves. I didn't talk about that. I will in a second. Seconds become sevenths. Thirds become sixths. Fourths become fifths. And then the reverse is true. They just flip-flop them, so you're inverting them. So the opposite is true. Fifths become fourths. Sixths become thirds. Seven becomes seconds. Octaves become unisons. So here is the basic summary of inversions. Perfect unisons become octaves. Minor seconds become major sevenths. Major seconds become minor sevenths. Minor thirds become major sixths. Major thirds become minor sixths. Perfect fourths become perfect fifths. Perfect fifths become perfect fourths. Minor sixths become major thirds. Major sixths become minor thirds. Minor sevenths become major seconds. Major sevenths become minor seconds. Perfect octaves become perfect unisons. So, back to our keyboard, let's just do this in a few other places. Let's start on D. So if I have D to E, that is a major second. So if we invert it, we know we're going to have a minor seventh. And sure enough, a minor seventh up from E is D. If I start on F and I go up a perfect fourth to B flat, then if I invert it and make B flat the root, we know I'm going to have a perfect fifth. If I start on A and I go to F sharp, that is a major sixth. But if I make F sharp my root and invert that and put A up here, I have a minor third. If I start on B and I go to C, I have a minor second. If I invert that and flip B up an octave to make C my root, C to B is a major seventh. If I have an F and an F, it's its own root. F to F is a unison. If I take F and flip it up an octave, then F to this F is an octave. And the opposite is also true. If I have F and I have the octave to F, if I take this F, the root, and flip it up here to put it in the same place as the new root F, I have a unison. So the rules I mentioned before apply everywhere. Major, minor, minor, major, perfect stays perfect. And basically this half, 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5, those are inversions. This is the same thing upside down. And this is just all the ones we've talked about. But if you remember this and just either set of these, you've got it. Those are your inversions. And you can do it on a keyboard and figure it out. If you have any questions, give a comment or an email. Thanks.